All right, so this one we're doing is a rear fly. There's a couple of different ways of doing this, and again, very specific muscle groups that you're trying to target, or I'm trying to target very specific muscle groups. There's a bunch of different ways of doing it, depending on what muscle group you want to target as to how you're going to work it. All right, this one, main target, rhomboids. So between your shoulder blades, getting your shoulder blades to squeeze back into your spine, rather than just swinging your arms in and out, leaving your shoulders not moving. Yeah, so chest open. Remember, we can focus on this bit. Now, when you're doing that chest open, it's not about how far I can pull my arms back. So minimal arm movement, shoulders in, chest up and open. Push that chest forward and open. That's it. Now, depending on your body angle, when you come into this move as to how you're going to work it and how it's going to work effectively. Deadlift stance, feet hip width apart, toes pointing straight ahead. When you're pushing your bum back, if you can get your body as horizontal as you can, which is there, nice. Now, you're not trying to drop your shoulders and slump your spine. I want to keep that chest up back nice and straight. From here, elbows are going out to the side. So out, squeeze in. So shoulder blades squeeze in. Now more squeeze here. You've got about 50%. Now feel how you're trying to compensate with elbows and lower spine. So elbows out to the side, work to there. No, don't pull these any further. From here, focus here, squeeze in, in. That's it. Now, at the moment you're squeezing high up into your neck, you felt your traps come on. So we want to squeeze down lower. Yep. Now from there, you need to take your focus to base of your chest. Just push that open. You don't have to pull your arm. Yeah, that's better. Chest right open, shoulder blades squeeze in, and then release. Yep. So you don't have to pull your arms a ton. I'm not trying to get right out there unless I want to work rear delts. Sure, you can do that as well, but at the moment, rhomboids. So elbows to here. You can see my forearms are quite dead and hanging low. Then shoulder blades squeeze in and release. So your focus is here. Now squeeze in to pinch my fingers. So at the moment, you feel like you're trying to flex a lot. So take the flex out of it at the moment. So ditch your weights, just go to your range of movement. I just want to get my shoulder blades in, get the range there. Now these drop down, yep, that's it. Now squeeze in, nice. Now do it with less muscle. Don't try and flex into it, just get that range. Where do your shoulder blades stop moving on your spine? Get there and release. So you're not trying to tense there, you're not flexing there, just get there. Much better. Now you've got about another 10% to go. Pull in. So when you're focusing on your shoulders, think in, not back. Squeeze in. So that tight pinch is going, that way, nice. Now keep doing that move, just push your bum back. Hinge from there, shoulder blades in. Feel how much harder you've got to push your chest open. Now you're fighting gravity. When you're standing up, you're not. Now have a look, hold there. See the angle of your forearms? So they're kicking out here. They're just hanging down here. Now, as you fatigue and you stand your posture up taller, so see now my posture, shoulders to hips is now more 45 degrees. I'm still trying to squeeze in. Now you're still lifting your arms. I don't want to lift. Now my hands and my arms go back. Now, open those palms fully. The more you open them, so with your hands, turn them right open as far as you can. Exaggerate that. Come back up to 45. Oop, there, that's it. And just turn those arms open. Exaggerate that much as you can. Now more, you're using this in your shoulders to, feel how much more movement you had there. Now that, hold there, drop your shrug, that's it. And this whole arm turns in your shoulders. So I'm not just turning wrist and forearm, it's from, feel how much more that's got that cranked right in. All right, now turn around, face the mirror. Same again, 45. Now hinge from your shoulder, turn that whole arm. Feel how much more squeeze you've got there. The more you turn in your shoulder, get that arm cranked around, you can feel that range there. So get a feel of what that feels like in that pinch. So when you're doing your fly out, you're recreating that. You can still get that same muscle engagement and flex. So when you're building up into this move, that arm and shoulder rotation, rotating from here, turning that whole shoulder blade in. You can see this shoulder blade moving in as I rotate that arm to give you the feel to recreate when you're doing it this way. Still targeting the same muscle groups, just a different way of getting your mind-muscle engagement and activation to get the correct muscle on through its range of movement, not through 60% of the range of movement. Now, as you tip over more, you can't get this here's not going to work. So that's where you've got to go out, take that wide, squeeze in, push that chest open. Right here, grab your weights.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
So you're not twisting on this one, elbows. That's it, forearms hang. Now you're starting to flex here to lift. So you're trying to pull backwards instead of pulling in. Good, that's much better. Squeeze in. Good range. Now watch you squeezing high, you're trying to bring that down lower. Nice. More focus on the chest. Push that chest open. That's better. So when you kick your chest up and open, you're not reusing your traps. So the more you can get that focus here on your solar plexus to push that up and open, then it takes your traps out. Shoulders come back and down. But as soon as you start going to your back, that's when you start shrugging up.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Righto, let those forearms hang dead. Push that chest open. Shoulder blades squeeze in. That's better. Now remember, how wide you can throw the plates is irrelevant at this stage. Don't worry about trying to chuck your plates wide. Oh, you got a lot of trap engagement. You're shrugging hard. Right, so your posture's up taller now. So now go to that shoulder blade open. That's it. Hinge from your shoulders, turn that whole arm out. Nice, squeeze those shoulders in. Yeah, that's better. Righto, last one of these. So only push your bum back to 45, and then from there, keep those hands low. Push that chest open. Pull those shoulders in. Now shoulders and arms, keep them low. I want them to stay down, drop down nice and low. Low as you go, yeah, that's better. So that way you take your traps out of the move. Now watch you don't arch backwards. Yes, that's better. So brace that core up a bit more. Nice work. A little bit of bend in your elbows, keep that bend.